Hello. Today I am back. Yes, I am back because my family came back from the UK one day earlier than we were expecting. That was more of a decision. It is what it is. I'm not too upset about it, if I'm being totally honest. I am not all that concerned about it. But you know what? I'm back, and it's good to be back. And give me 1 second while I try to figure some stuff out here because I kind of feel like I need to. Um, yeah, I think this should work for now. Okay, so yes, it has been a long time. It has been a week since I last streamed. I left last Thursday and now I'm back on Friday, and we've had a ton of new content drop. But you guys know that the main reason I've been streaming really for the past, um, since, well, aside from the vacation that I took for the last week, I have been streaming and grinding rank seasons to get to Jacob DeGrom. And now today, I can I finally have a chance to be able to get to him. Now, if you guys don't recall, the last time I left off, I managed to get to Alejandro Kirk. I managed to get to him before I left, just in the nick of time. And also today, so we're at that point. But what's also important is that is the today is the latest drop of stat missions, or the or just basically it's the second drop of solo stat missions and parallel XP missions in ranked seasons. This was not available until today, and finally it is here. So now that it's here, it is more than likely that I will end up getting Jacob DeGrom. This is a card that I have been grinding towards for a long time before I left for Europe, and now I believe I can get him. Uh, excuse me. A couple things I want to note. You see here, Edwin Diaz. I was able to buy him before the new headliners pack came out. Which, lucky for me, I think that was a smart decision because he has since gone up in price. Okay, he was a lot of money. In fact, let's see, what did I sell him for? Actually, maybe, or I bought. Okay, so he's gone up 1,000 in subs, and I expect him to continue to go up, especially when you consider the fact that he is no longer in the headliners thing. It is now Matt Chapman when he was with the Oakland A's, but I suspect that he is part of the vault here. So let's see, is he part of the vault? He is not part of the vault, so probably a good thing that I managed to snag him um before he went off the market. So probably a good thing. Also of note that I'm gonna point out, Reed Garrett. He is the newest. He's the newest card, or he is part of the season 1 drop 5 awards pack. Yes, I have to go for him. Unfortunately, I did not want to have to, but he is rather expensive, and I know he's not going to get any cheaper. Honestly, I'm not surprised that Reed Garrett has gotten a season awards card. He totally deserves it. Like, if you've been watching the Mets, he has been consistently one of the best for Garrett. Unfortunately, not so good for my stub count. In fact, I can't even afford him right now. What's up, CJ? Thank you. Glad to be back. The UK was great. I absolutely loved it. It was great all around experience. London was beautiful. I loved visiting London. Ireland, I would mainly stick to Dublin. I wouldn't venture beyond that if I'm going to visit Ireland. Um, or if you're going to visit Ireland, I wouldn't go beyond Dublin. Yes, I know I can. But before we get to that, there is a millionaire pack here. There are a couple millionaire packs. They're totally free. You could go ahead and go get them. So ended up getting 2 show packs out of this. I wonder if I get a diamond to start this out as like a welcome back. Not in that pack, no luck. Do not get a diamond as a welcome back. Well, that is most unfortunate, but the good news is that the new ranked season stat missions are out. Honestly, I don't think it's going to take me very long to complete them, if I'm being honest. So I am going to roll with this lineup. Didn't really make any changes to my rotation. I added Cal Riley since he's supercharged. I added him to my bench. I want to see how Yasmani does before I could get to Raleigh. If Yasmani struggles, then I'll put Raleigh in. And other than that, I think I added Rob Dibble. He was also another guy that I added. But other than that, this lineup is pretty much the same as when I left it before I went on vacation. So let's do this. Oh boy. I hope I don't have any rust on me. Wouldn't be very good if I had any rust. But how you doing, CJ? All right, looks like the best option here is Kodai Senga. So we're going to go after him, or we're going to choose him, I should say. Good man, any good stories from the trip? Oh my gosh, this guy already got Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, I think I'm in for a long, long game. Let's see, we're playing at Coors Field, so at the very least, I'm going to get extra base hits. So that's a good thing. Well, I have one that, I don't know if you were here for this, but someone asked me, what was the scariest thing I've done, and I gave an answer. Well, I have a completely different answer to that now. And it happened while I was in Ireland. Okay? And this is one of the reasons why I say if you go to Ireland, for God's sakes, do not go beyond Dublin. Or if you go beyond Dublin, just go to the Blarney Stone and Castle. That's all I would really. That's all I would really do in terms of. That's all I would really do in terms of venturing outside of Dublin. But other than that, I would just stick to. I would just stick there, and the reason for that is because my family and I decided to go to the cliffs of Moher, which is I think it's along the coastline of Ireland. So we went there, and the roads are very narrow. Let's put it that way. They are narrow. Like, the driver has the right side of the wheels literally on the white dashed lines. And the other side of the car, the left side of the car, that's stone wall. Like, you are really close to the stone wall. I kid you not when I say it was really scary to ride on those roads. I wasn't even driving. And yeah, I was scared. I was like, holy I am actually gonna die. So, and it even got scarier when brother-in-law decided we were going to drive on a single track road, which means one car. One car. Mind you, we ran into other cars that, or we did not run into other cars, but we were coming this way, we were going that way, and oh my gosh, we had very little margin for error in terms of how much driving we could do. Okay, you could not make a single mistake on those roads. I don't consider myself to be a very religious man, but let me tell you, I was saying my prayers that entire trip. Not because my brother-in-law is a bad driver or anything, that's not to say that, but those roads were so narrow. It was like, how do people even drive on these every single day? And they do it at 60 kilometers per hour, which I'm guesstimating here, but I think it amounts to between 35 and 40 miles per hour. I really don't know how the Irish do that. I really don't. I mean, God bless them for being able to do that, because I can tell you, I would never. I couldn't. But oh my God, it felt like I was gonna shart myself. It felt like death was knocking on my door, ready to freaking take me out. It was scary. So that's why I say, if you're gonna go to freaking Ireland, stick to Dublin. Okay? You can go to Barney Castle and Stone if you want to do that. That's fine. I think that's worth it. But other than that, I would not go. I would not venture. I would not go on those roads again. I'd be like, heck no. Either get me an Uber or I'm staying in the hotel room. That's it. Man, this guy's blasting home runs left and right. I don't even know if I can freaking... this Senga card might actually not be worth it. Did they, like, lower his stats or something? Like, is his home run per 9 rating just that low? I thought this card was supposed to be an 88 overall. Now it's, like... a joke. Like, why is it even in my line? So that is the scariest thing I think I've ever done, and I hope that is the scariest thing that I ever do. Again, not a testament to how my brother-in-law was driving. He was fantastic. I even told him, like, hey, you did a great job. You know, because I don't think he got a lot of praise from everyone. But, you know, honestly, it was only him that could have driven us through that. Because I don't think anyone else would have been able to drive us through it. So, not a testament to his driving. It's just more of, like, holy crap, how do people drive on these roads every single day at the same exact pace? Like, do they all just communicate with each other and are like, yes, I'm going out on the, or I'm going on the fields now? I'm sorry, that is horrible Irish. I do apologize. I could do it better. You know, I got me an Irish liver. I got an Irish accent. So I assure you, I am half Irish. In fact, we went to like a show for Irish river dancing, and the performers had this what they call, I guess it was kind of like a saying I'll say it slowly, and then I'll do it with the Irish accent. The pheasant polka. I'm not the pheasant polka. I'm the pheasant polka son. And I only pluck pheasants until the pheasant polka come home. Now try saying that with an Irish accent fairly quick. I am not the pheasant polka. I am the pheasant polka son. And I only pluck pheasants until the pheasant polka come home. So that was one of the things, just from that whole Irish thing that we did, that we saw. I thought it was fantastic. But we did the Irish Jake, or I'm sorry, not the Irish Jake. Actually, my brother-in-law, what's up, gamer? My brother-in-law actually got up on stage to do the whole Irish River dancing with the performers, because they selected him out of everyone in the crowd. And you know, I have a video of it, but I'm not going to really share it because I don't think he wants me to share it. I think he'd rather me keep it, like, you know, but I do have it on video, so at least I have something. At least me and my family have something, you know, we can joke about and have fun with. I mean, it's a good thing I didn't do it, because I can tell you, after 4 shots of whiskey, I was drunk off my ass. And if I would have done it, I'm not so sure I would have made it off that stage. So, but they were probably aware. They were probably like, "Hey, don't choose the guy with the glasses and the goatee beard. Like, don't do that, because he has clearly had a lot to drink, and it will not do us any good if he were to get up on stage." I don't really drink that much I don't really drink that much. I only do it when I know I'm around people that I can comfortably drink around. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm comfortable drinking around family, or around close friends, and, you know, I know that they're going to watch me. They're going to make sure that I don't overdo it. Or they're going to make sure that I don't do anything stupid, like get behind the wheel of a car. So, yeah, like, but I mean, it's Ireland, okay? Yeah, they're gonna, it's pretty much a drink in the, it's pretty much a custom, or at least it's expected that you're going to drink while in there. Any good meals in the UK? Mostly American stuff, like, I mean, that was the point. I wasn't really interested in going, I wasn't really interested in trying new foods while I was in the UK. Like, I wasn't doing the whole fish and chips thing. That was not happening. Okay? Like, I just don't like seafood. And other than corned beef in Ireland, there's really not much. There's really not much that you're going to eat in Ireland. So, well, that and potatoes. You can eat a lot of potatoes in Ireland. XP cap this. I did see, and it's double XP weekend too. So, you know, very good. Thank God they got rid of that, or at least for this weekend, they don't. They have the cap quadrupled, and it's double XP. So. Good for you. I mean, I obviously have a lot of catching up to do. I mean, there is a lot of catching up that I must do. Okay. Hey, whatever piques your interest, man. I'm not one to judge. I mean, I've been away for over a week, so I have a lot. I have a lot to catch up on. But I love these types of weekends where you could get double XP and you could really make up a lot of progress. So. I think people are just jealous or they're trolls. Don't worry about it, man. Just keep producing the content and you'll get it. And don't let people discourage you. Don't let the dislikes get you down, man. You're fine. Yes. So they not only a new season awards pack or a drop program that they released, but they also released a flashbacks flashback program as well, where the end game is captains. Season award flashback from 2017, Cody Bellinger. That is the end reward of the program. Yes, and also two free packs as well. I actually opened mine before I started grinding ranked seasons, and I just got 2 show packs out of it. So at least I didn't get the try again thing like I've been getting so much of this year.
All one's the count.
But I hope that one day I do get the millionaire pack. I hope that ends up happening because I would love to get it. I would love to have 1 million stubs. I would have loved to have it today so that I could buy Reed Garrett from the season awards pack, but they decided that wasn't in the cards for me. I guess they saw that I already paid up for Edwin Diaz, and I also paid up for Dom Smith, flashback Dom Smith. So, strike 3, sit down. I think that's my first strike 3 sit down of this game. I don't think he's had another strikeout. Which is a shame, but, there's really... If my opponent isn't going to strike out, then there's really not much I could do.
1-1.
I mean, I really just need innings with starting pitcher Kodai Senga, and then I can move to whoever. I also think I have the total bases, or I should have the total bases mission done too.
Count is 3-2.
Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy Senga. I wish he would have, gotten into this groove before he gave up all, the 6 runs, but at least he's got a couple strikeouts to his name. So, yep. Looks like I made it back just in time for all this new content.
Leading off for the line, the center fielder, Charlie Blackman.
Too soon.
Nope, that's a ball.
Take that. Probably should have been a strike, but hey.
No, inside.
Let's see. So,
On the tag, you're out.
in terms of what happened on this trip, Friday I met with my coworker.
Ball in.
Oh, hold on. Yes, that was Dom Smith. I actually just bought him. He was cheap, like cheaper than the pack itself. So I was like, I'd rather just spend it on getting
One ball.
the stubs rather than or I'd rather spend it on in the marketplace than trying to buy the pack itself. So yes, I already have the Dom Smith. He's already in my he's already in my collection. I don't know if I'm gonna get to him right now. I mean, I'd like to, but it just depends on what happens with.
The center fielder.
Just depends on what happens with
0-1.
with my team affinity
One ball, one
progress.
strike.
That's what I was trying to say. Like the NL East, I'm gonna get done like fairly quickly. In fact, it's the one team affinity program that I'm actually close. That's flashback. That's flashback Bellinger.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not surprised they made the Lightning Jordan
0-2
the in the chase pack.
One
I'm
ball,
not really
two
surprised by
strikes.
that. Yeah, I'm confused. What did you mean? And honestly, CJ, you don't want Senga at this point. How I don't even want.
The batter.
He's just been very unreliable for me, in both in offline and online gameplay. Oh, no worries. Kenta Maeda. Yes, then you are absolutely right. It is that program. Kenta Maeda is in the same program as Cody Bellinger. It's all flashback. Uh-oh.
Hey. 0-1.
Yeah, I would say that's about a fair statement. I'd say that's fair.
That's the ball.
He hasn't really been,
One ball, two strikes.
you know, memorable for sure. I mean, I'm sure he hasn't been bad, but, you know, in terms of has he been the same since he left the Dodgers? No. And Gamer clearly agrees. Oh, thank goodness. I was wondering when that new update was going to come. No! Candelario, what the heck? You know what? That's my fault. That is 100% my fault. You know, I could have just thrown it to third. I could have just thrown it to first and I would have been done with it, but here I am, you know, on the cusp of being mercy ruled. Yeah, Senga is just...
Leading off for Long Island, the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
You know, I'm just trying to get as much XP as I could get out of him at this point.
Hey. He's safe.
Well, I'm not going to rage. So I'm not going to rage tonight. And honestly, I think I'm going to have... I'm going to get DeGrom tonight. with the stat missions they gave up, not to mention I just hit that home run, so I'm getting total bases out of it too. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna be fine. So if anything, DeGrom should be done like tonight. 150 more innings. Oh, I see. You're not gonna grind. You're not gonna grind. I see. You're not grinding the solo stat missions. You're doing the co-op innings. I mean, good luck, but I think you'll be fine. Oh gosh.
0-1.
You wouldn't yell at me, would you? Or have you yelled at me? I know I played co-op with you. No, believe me, that is frustrating.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Attaboy, Charlie.
Now back. Catcher. Just one run.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't even realize you were doing that. My apologies. Well, I couldn't really mute myself. So, oh wow, Reed Garrett went up by like plus 15. He's at 70 overall. Wow, good for him. Well, at least you'll know for next time. Oh, we got new diamonds. Here are the new diamonds. We have Tyler Glasnow, Tariq Skubal. We have Corbin Burns, Josh Naylor, Liam Contreras, and Ketel Marte. Those are our newest diamonds in this latest roster update that they just did today. You're glad they slowed down Scubal's motion. It was too fast. This dude's probably thinking, like, how can this guy continue to pitch with Senga? He's literally destroying. Thank you. Yeah, this is pretty bad. If I'm being honest. Pretty bad. But at this point, I'm willing to let Senga go for it, you know? Like, just finish, get me 5 innings. I'll take him out, put in my long reliever, and... Because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to win anyway. I mean, my opponent is clearly the guy that... doubled him up. It's like crazy. I'm actually glad that the events don't have any Mets players so far. Because otherwise, I don't know how I'd be able to grind those, you know? So I'm glad that they haven't had any Mets players there. Although, to be fair, it would be less expensive for me to do the events than it would be for me to buy that Reed Garrett that's in the show pack. Or not the show pack, but the season awards pack. He rightfully deserves it, but he is mad expensive. And he's going to be mad expensive. And I don't know how I'm going to get to it, especially since I literally just spent most of my subs getting Edwin Diaz and Dom Smith. Oh! I just realized I did not warm up. Well, frick me. I'm going to have to deal with this. My opponent has to score at least 6 more runs, so they're going to have to do that before they mercy rule me. I kind of got the feeling that my opponent doesn't want to mercy rule me. What they probably want to do is get that save.
That's ball 2. Ball inside. Nope, that's ball 4. Take your base.
Then.
The right fielder, number 13.
Hopefully Spence can warm up quickly. Because right now it really doesn't look like there's a shot. I mean, I'm not shocked, but at the same time, I was kind of hoping that would go my way. I mean, at this point, Senga's out of energy, so there's really nothing you can do. Except get a double play, maybe? Nah, too slow.
Leading off for Long Island, the designated hitter, Jordan Al.
I did not. ESPN is not really something. Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't really check in to see if ESPN was a thing in the UK. I mean, they have Sky Sports, so I much imagine that's their ESPN. I'm not 100% sure, but I much imagine that is. So, to answer your question, no. But I did see the draft results. Like, I saw that my Jets picked up the tackle from Penn State, which is, I think, who a lot of people were saying they should have picked up. considering that they needed to beef up their O-line. I also saw that the Bears took Caleb Williams at first overall. And look, I'm just going to say this right now. I don't think Caleb Williams should have gotten number 1. I don't know who should have gotten number 1, but I know it shouldn't have been Caleb Williams. It's like, if you're going to go with a guy, like, take it from a Jets fan who's been through Mark Sanchez and Sam Darnold. Okay? I don't know if there's some kind of curse that's on USC that their quarterbacks are terrible, but their quarterbacks are terrible. Okay? And not to mention, Caleb Williams, he could lead the Trojans anyway. I mean, he did lead them to a bowl game, yeah, but it was like the expectation was that they were going to be in the college football playoffs, and now they're not, or they weren't. So it's like, why would you go with that? Especially since I think Justin Fields was a very capable QB. It's just he didn't have an offense around him. He didn't have a consistent head coach, and he didn't have the weapons until towards the end of his tenure with the Bears. I'm really shocked that they were so quick to move on from Justin Fields. I think that's a mistake, if I'm being honest. I mean, hell, had I known that Chicago was trading away Matt Fields or Justin Fields, I would have been calling for the Jets to go pick him up. Justin Fields is a young quarterback who could learn a lot from Aaron Rodgers. Maybe not the same playing style, but I mean, I would have suggested that the Jets go after Justin Fields. So I'm kind of... Grayson! Yes, sir! I came back a day sooner than expected. Excuse me. How are you, Grayson? London was fantastic. I loved London. Yeah, Caleb Williams does not scream NFL quarterback to me. Nor, less so, number 1 overall pick. But whatever, it's the Chicago franchise, and maybe Caleb Williams can prove me wrong. Maybe he can finally break this curse for them. I'm doing great. Glad to be back. I'm glad to be back streaming MLB The Show. Yeah, maybe it's hard for someone other than Mahomes or Hurts or Brock Purdy, Jared Goff. I think it's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to succeed, and maybe that's our fault because we're in a society that puts all the pressure on the QB to do amazing things, and it's more often than not they're not going to be all that great. What they really need is they need help around them. It can't just be them. It's got to be, you got to have the right running back. You got to have the right receivers. We'll see after We'll see after how many viewers I have at the end of this stream. If I have 5, like what I have now, or if I have multiple, then yeah, let's do it. Hope Keith is gonna go deep. But if it's down to like 2 people, then I'm kind of like, maybe not. Because I don't want to just raid with 2 people. Like, I want it to be a bunch of people. Okay, I appreciate that. Let's see. Well, we're obviously not going to raid Cougs. Maybe my friend Shano91Y. He's a good guy. I like him. Even though he's a Phillies fan. But if there are others, you know, I'll definitely keep an open mind. Yeah. It could be him. Maybe there'll be someone else. We're definitely not going to do Major Mangoes because, first of all, I'm not in enough of her streams to even like send her a raid. And second of all, she already has, like, looking at her right now, she's got like 133 views, so. Or viewers, so I'm not interested in rating someone like that. Someone that already has the viewers and doesn't really need my rate. Woo! What a shot! What a catch by Candelario! Dang! Put that on SportsCenter. Yeah, I have a feeling my opponent wants to go for a save. Although if I were him, I don't think I would have kept Billy Wagner in. I know that my lineup has a bunch of lefties, but, you know, I could easily take this. Yeah, if I were him, I'd change someone out. Like, maybe Rob Dibble. Don't mind me, I'm just having some fun.
Hey! 0-1. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. We got full count.
Yeah, I made the right decision to swing. Go back.
Oh.
That's a waste. Alright, Blackman, come on. Well, at least Blackman will get an RBI, so there is that. The question is, can Yasmani hit a home run, tie this game? Yeah, that was totally a strike. I knew that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That was probably going to be a ball, but
3-2.
I mean, he can always walk. He can always walk Grandal, and then just get to Acuna. But I have a sneaking, yeah. All right, GG's to my opponent. Clearly the better player. I mean, Kodai Senga was just absolute caca for me, so just keep it going. That's all. Ooh, wow, my opponent went up into 600s. All right, good for him. You know, unfortunately for me, it was not so good. And unfortunately, I go back into the 400s, although let's be honest, by the time this season rating thing, or by the time this season ends, I'm probably going to be back down to the 400s anyway. So, all right, let's see. We got show packs and we got unlockables. I don't know what kind of unlockables we got. I much imagine they're from the Team Affinity program. Definitely not from the NLEs. Maybe it was this. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, let's just open the packs and see. Oh, it was NL West. All right, so we'll go with the Padres, and we'll open up a couple of show packs, see what happens. Not sure if I'm gonna get anything or not, but we'll see. All right, last pack. Unfortunately, nothing. That happens. All right, let's see where I'm at in terms of the program, like the stats and everything. Let's see. Hits, okay. That'll get me 5. Got extra base hits, RBIs, hits. Okay. Well, we'll try again. It's good to see that I'm not having to save up or having to wait for my opponent to have to keep pushing on the left arrow, or yeah, the left arrow, in order to make sure that I stay within my rating.
Leading off for Boston,
Anyway,
the second baseman.
oh Lord, here we go.
Alfonso
Did this again.
Yeah. 0-1.
It's tonight. Fortunately, it's on Apple TVs, Apple TV Plus, so can't watch it. I can listen to it on the radio, sure. I could do that. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy, Seaver. Do I like going to a fastball to get a strikeout? No. But do I really have any other choice? If my opponent doesn't, then no.
1-1.
I don't have any choice.
Ball, that's inside.
So my opponent is definitely going to be a little more patient.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Of course, I suppose I make it easy for him by giving him that kind of pitches.
Aye. 3-2.
Batting third, the catcher, Mickey Garver.
Excuse me. All right. Nice clean inning from Tom Seaver, which I like to see.
Leading off for Long Island, the right fielder.
Seaver may end up being my first P5. He may. I don't know yet, but he may. So considering that I think he's the closest out of any P4s that I have, which I don't have too many of those. Squared it up, good contact. Don't know what else you want me to do there.
One ball, one strike. Two balls, two strikes.
No, that's going to get caught. Unfortunately.
Batting third, the third baseman, Jacob DeGrom.
And right into the... I mean, I'm not at a stadium... Well, technically, yeah, I'm at a stadium that is hitter-friendly, but it's not hitter-friendly like it was, like Coors Field is.
Hey. I got one ball, one strike. Ball, that's in. I got 3-2.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be... It wasn't going to speak like that. Of course, the worst thing that my opponent can do is have long at bats like he did this one. But that's ranked seasons for you.
Ball, that's outside. Two balls, one strike. Ball, that's inside. 3 and 2.
That's all right.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 2.
Wow. Someone using Dom Smith.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
No. Well, obviously having a lot of success with Dom Smith.
Ball inside.
Or having some success with him, I should say. So, I have tried to get into it. I think it was Fallout 4 that I tried to get into. And, Nope.
He's good.
Sorry. But, yeah, I couldn't get into it. I tried, but I could never get into it. Mainly because I didn't know what to do.
0-1, no strike.
They gave you all kinds of missions, sure, but it was like, what do I need to do to advance the story?
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
So, but I've heard a lot of good things about the Amazon show. Yeah, in fact, my coworkers were talking about it before I left for London and the UK. They were talking about it, and they had nothing but good things to say about it. So, oh, that's not good, dude. How do I get a fly out to left field on good timing, good, like squared it up, good timing? I get a fly out to left field, but my opponent gets a just late on a slider and manages to put it over the wall? Come on. This game sometimes just doesn't make any sense. It's unbelievable. Besides, I really don't get to watch a lot of TV these days.
batting fifth, the first baseman,
Some of it is by choice, like I just choose not to watch TV, but other parts of it are like, okay, I stream for a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours, and then I go to work, and then at work I try to focus on my work, not really try to watch TV.
Davis.
And then after I'm done with that, then I go do my workout. By the time I get home, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I want to go to sleep. So, I guess overall, what I'm saying is, it's just, I don't watch TV, so I've never seen it. But like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I'm sure it's an amazing show. Like, the last TV that I watched, like, with intent, was the Miss Marvel miniseries on Disney Plus. Like that was the last time. And that's because that was just setting me up for the Marvels movie that came out like years later.
Ball. Count 1-0. That's ball 2.
Some of my favorite shows. So,
2-1.
I definitely enjoy American Pickers.
3 balls, 1.
Sometimes I like to watch Pawn Stars. SpongeBob is always a classic for me, so whenever that's on TV, I try to watch it. For a while, I was into Good Doctor and Young Sheldon. See, my issue is that once I get behind on a show, like I miss a few episodes either because I'm working or I'm doing something else or I go on vacation. Then I start to lose interest. Yeah, I could just replay and just watch them on demand. I could do that, but I just don't like to do that, I guess. So but yeah, I would say that those are probably the shows that I have positive things to say about in terms of like my entertainment or how entertained I am by watching them. Of course, you can never go wrong with just watching a simple Mets game.
Did he go?
Wow. I'm still calling BS on that. I want to get Corbin Carroll on base so that I can get the stolen bases with them, or the third stolen base.
No, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
What about you, CJ? What do you watch?
Now back, second baseman.
Oh, Ghosts is another one that I'm kind of into. Ghosts.
1-1, no strike.
But that's usually the tougher one for me to watch because that's usually at 8:30 and I have to catch the 8:50 bus into New York City on Thursday, so usually I don't get to watch that show. But I do find it entertaining. Ghosts on CBS. I mean, at least, in terms of this game, at least Charlie Blackmon got a home run. So at least there's that.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Yoda Alvarez.
0-1's the count. 0-2.
Oh yeah, King of Queens is really funny. I also enjoy Everyone Loves Raymond. That's a good one for me. So Interesting. So you're a lot. So you really like the Fox animation domination deal that they do? Dang. I mean, Bob's Burgers, to me, seems like it's so bad, it's good. King of the Hill is just a classic. American Dad, that's just Seth MacFarlane making fun of politics.
He's out.
Okay. But I respect that, yeah.
1-0.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And by the way, with Everyone Loves Raymond, yes, I've seen the episode where Raymond and Robert try to go meet the 69 Mets, and they end up not doing it because Raymond tries to use his press credentials to get to shortcut his way through the line, and obviously that's a big no-no.
The first baseman,
What it meant to be a journalist back then meant a lot. Now it's just kind of like, eh. You're not as much of a... I mean, they're celebrated journalists, for sure. We all love our favorite column in sports. Like, I love reading Rich Cimini's or Brian Costello's cards or columns on the Jets. Wow. Come on, man.
center fielder, Charlie Blackman.
And
On the tag.
Big Bang Theory comes on before you do. Yeah,
Leading off,
yeah, it was a good show. If you like Big Bang Theory or if you like that, I think you'll like Young Sheldon. Because Young Sheldon is pretty much a prequel for Big Bang Theory, particularly Sheldon's origins. Although I will say that this last season kind of isn't something ain't mixing right with me in terms, like, one big issue that I had this season was had Missy dating a guy named Taylor, but she told her dad that
1-1's the count.
he's gay. And her dad is like, oh, that's great. I'm glad he's open-minded. But see, you have to think, in 1980s deep red Texas, I don't think they were as accepting of gay people as the show portrayed that. Like, I don't think that was, maybe I'm wrong, but to me it doesn't seem accurate. I mean, if someone wants to tell me that I'm wrong, please correct me. Like, but I especially since that was the era of Reagan, and you know how religious that Reagan was. Okay, so it sounds like that that it was a little. I get what they were trying to do, but at the same time, like, historically, you need to be a little more accurate with it, because I don't think that would have flown in 1980s Texas. I mean, like I said, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe people in Texas were more accepting of gay people back then, but based on what I've learned, it just doesn't seem accurate. I mean, they did get it right when they had in the latest episode, they were talking about how they were trying, the two husbands were trying to get their wives, cool tensions between their wives. And the one husband brought up the fact that his brother was a Democrat and voted for Mondale, and the other husband's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, like, that's accurate because, you know, Texas is deeply red, and it's like, that was accurate. What, to me, wasn't accurate was the game.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And also because it didn't end up going anywhere. It's just like,
Inside ball.
it was just kind of like, oh, she's lying about him being gay so she can date him, but, you know, a couple episodes later, they're going to break up. So what was the point? That's all I'm asking is, like, what was the point? Why even bring it up if, you know, a few episodes later, you're just going to break them up? And also, like, you know what? I've said enough on this subject. I said enough on it. I think I've made my point. Dang it! I really need Corbin Carroll on base. I need him on base if I'm gonna get that third stolen base. Otherwise, it's no good.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jim Tony.
Yeah, I know that's going to happen, but it's like, I could get him for free right now. Oh, jeez. Okay, see, good timing, I understand. Good timing, yes, okay. Fine, give him the home run. He timed it up well, he deserves that home run. I threw a mistake pitch anyway. But, like, if you're telling me just late is enough to be able to just scrape by a home run, but in the meantime, I get a fly out to left field on a good timing, squared it up kind of deal, to me, that's frustrating. I'm not looking for Angel Hernandez type of decision-making in this game. I'm looking for more consistency.
Out.
Leading off for the line, the second baseman,
Well, I can't do Mitch Spence again, unfortunately. I really don't want to waste too many of my pitchers. Because otherwise, when I do have a save situation, I'm really not going to have anyone to go to.
Hey. No ball, 2 strikes.
Attaboy, Colt Keith. Ooh, that may hit the apple. Oh, no. 2 over. But hey, home run right there by Colt Keith. I'll take that.
Got it.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Nice, Jordan. Yeah, well, I mean,
The batter, the first baseman,
a home run,
Willie.
he's proven to be better than what I initially thought, which is nice. I like when players prove me wrong.
0-1's the count.
But I'm looking for a little more consistency from him, like I get from Yamir Candelario. Like, Candelario consistently gets like 2 or 3 hits for me every online ranked game. So that's what I'm looking for from Colt Keith, than just one home run maybe every 5 or 6 at-bats. Alright, so I can take the lead here with one swing, and Charlie Blackmon already has that one big swing in this game. I would send him. I didn't want to risk it. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Go, 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 go. Yes, sir. That's how we take the lead right there. Aaron Bummer.
Off the plate, ball 1.
So anyway, what I was trying to say before in terms of like the UK trip, what ended up happening, or what I did. So on Friday when I got there, I met a coworker of mine. He works in our London bureau, so I met him for lunch, and you know, we met up, we talked, you know, just kind of a meet and say, oh, hi, kind of deal. And then Saturday that I got there, or that Saturday, I did a lot more sightseeing. So I started out by going to Buckingham Palace, made my way through St. James Park. We got to... my sister and I, we got to we went down to the Parliament building, British Parliament, and then we saw New Scotland Yard. We saw the London Eye. We saw... Now, here's an interesting fact. If you go to go to London,
1 ball, 1 strike.
this is something that my other brother-in-law learned when he was speaking to some Royal Guards or veterans in the Royal Military Force. What he learned is that Big Ben is not the clock tower. Okay? Big Ben is not that big clock tower that, you know, is infamous or famous in London. No. Big Ben is actually the bell that's in that clock tower. The tower itself is known as the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Clock Tower.
Oh,
That is what it's called. Big Ben is the bell that's inside the clock. Inside the clock. Just so everyone that hears it at least once. You know, so you're not confused when you go to the UK and it's like, wait, I thought this was Big Ben. Nope. And the other thing, too, I'll say about Big Ben, it's not that big. I mean, it is big, but honestly, it looked bigger in pictures. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, and it really wasn't. So, just throwing that out there, that Big Ben, or the clock tower with Big Ben is not as big as some people make it out to be. But we saw Big Ben, we didn't see Big Ben, we just saw the clock tower. We saw the statue of Winston Churchill, we saw Westminster Abbey, the Supreme Court of the UK. And then my other sister, my other brother-in-law, and I ended up going on the Harry Potter Studios tour, where they filmed the Harry Potter, the Warner Brothers Studios, where they filmed the Harry Potter films. Some of the stuff I think they miniaturized, obviously for people to see, because they obviously couldn't have all the same sets and everything. So I think they made replicas. But it was cool. It was cool to see it. I am 100% a Hufflepuff. Like, I don't have to do quizzes, just based on the 3 qualities of each house. I know for a fact that I am a Hufflepuff. Definitely loyal, dedicated. What was the other one? Wasn't pride. Passion, maybe? I'm definitely passionate, so 100% Hufflepuff. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday was a marathon, so I don't remember where the first stop was. It was along the 7-mile mark, I believe, in the race. Bad news for Wade Miley and the Brewers. And the Tommy John surgery claims another victim. I'm sorry, man.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
But I mean,
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
hold on. It's a bot. Here, I'll ban him.
2 balls.
Or I'll ban that account. It's gone. Oh, did I get another relief? Oh, I don't think I got another. Oh, no, wait. Didn't I? I don't remember if I did or didn't. I thought I did. Let's see. I did! It was Rob Dibble! Hooray! Unfortunately, control is definitely going to be an issue
Ball 1.
with him. So, I better make sure I get his timing down.
Inside,
Nope.
ball 2.
I wouldn't say they blew them out, but they definitely took 2 out of 3 against them, which is good. Unfortunately, they negated all that by yeah 9-4, yes, but I think the second game was a little bit closer. I forget. That was the first game. Yes, but they also lost the series against the San Francisco Giants. So that whole West Coast trip that they did for San Fran and LA just ended up being 500, 3-3. So, I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. You know, anytime you could go 2-1 against the Dodgers, that's great.
Leading off for the line, the center fielder, Charlie
At the ball.
Blackman.
Excuse me. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm not excited about that, about the Mets turning around what's been a dismal start to the season. But, you know, it's like the starting pitching needs to get going. We always knew the starting pitching was going to be the question. That was always a given. But you can't go throughout the season getting schlacked like Luis, or not Severino. Adrian Hauser is getting schlacked. Thoughts on the Jets pick? That's exactly who I wanted them to pick up. I wanted them to pick up that tackle from Penn State. You know, Sauce Gardner was on Twitter and he was suggesting that the Jets were actually going to take a defensive end or a defensive back in the draft, the first round. He didn't reveal his source other than just trust me. But that had me concerned because it was like, why? Why do they need another? Like, the defense, I think, is pretty much, like, good. I mean, if they want to add a linebacker, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But, I mean, to me, I'd be more worried about what they do on the offensive line. Because we got to protect Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers just needs to be protected. If he doesn't play any more than 11 seconds in a freaking football game, the Jets are screwed. Especially since we're going into this with, we're going into this season with the expectation that Rodgers is going to play all the games. So we need him protected. And I think it was worth it. I think it was very much worth it. I mean, you're talking about one pick to make sure you get a guy who, from what I've seen, I mean, I was at a Penn State game last year, and I thought it was pretty solid. The offensive line did a great job protecting the QBs. So, like, I didn't have any issue with the offensive line. I think it was just the fact that the offense wasn't producing as much, and the sad reality is that you need production. If you want to compete against the likes of Michigan and Ohio State and all that, you're going to need some pretty massive production. Okay? I'm sorry to say, but you can't just expect could put up like 200 yards passing or 250 yards passing and expect that to be enough to beat Ohio State. It's just not. Okay? But anyway, GG's to my opponent. Obviously, it was a very close game. Hate that I knocked him out of 500, but ooh, wow, that's not good. All right, so that'll make me 14-7 with a rating of course, it may not matter if if I have the program done. Let's see. I got Jim Palmer. Well, you got to train him. You got to train him. So they'll get over it. Like I've had puppies before in my house. Eventually, they don't pee and poop as much in the house. They eventually learn. But the other thing you got to remember when they're puppies, and I'm assuming that this puppy, well, first of all, I should ask, how old is this puppy? How old is this puppy? Oh, I can literally get one stolen base. I could get one stolen base. 9 to 10 months? Okay. So in my experience with puppies, like early on, they need to go out like every 2 hours. And I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get up in the middle of the night and take them out because they're not gonna hold in their pee. Otherwise, get up really early in the morning and get them in the backyard or whatever. Because okay, well, I'm just saying, like, oh, they didn't do an innings thing. I guess not. All I can tell you is just throw it in the wash. That's all you can do. Okay, so literally I just need 2 hits or 1 stolen base, and I'll have freaking Jacob DeGrom. Oh, that's the last NL East player that I have to grab. Mick Abel. Okay, that's good. That's good. I can get that. I can cross the NL East off my. I don't have to run with them anymore. So that means I could get rid of Acuna. I could get rid of Davis. Maybe I do. Nah, Yelich didn't really work out for me in terms of online play. He was terrible. Conforto, same thing, just terrible. Anderson, maybe? I guess I could give him a shot. I don't really have much better of an option. As for shortstop, let's see, who could I go with? I didn't try Blaze Alexander, so maybe I could try him. There's also Carlos Correa. Or even Colson Montgomery. Actually, no, not Colson. He's been terrible for me online. So I think I'll do Blaze Alexander. We'll do him. And then we'll take out Wheeler because I don't think Wheeler needs to be in there. Do someone else. Like maybe Verlander here. Verlander might be good. Or Chase Dollander. Dollander. And we're definitely taking out Senga. Like to hell with that. Senga's is definitely done. And then we're just not going to touch Diaz or Wagner unless the situation calls for it. Or Bummer. Unfortunately, that doesn't leave me many lefties. That only leaves me Franco. All right. Ricky, I'm hoping and praying to God here that you're actually going to turn out okay. So yeah, and at least chapter 2 is done. Oh, we also have Jim Palmer. I kind of forgot that we got him. All right. Well, there's only one more game. One more game to play for Jacob DeGrom. Once I get DeGrom done, then I can focus on other things. What? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Let's do Verlander. Although I'm gonna regret going with a mostly lefty lineup. Roy Oswald, huh? Okay. I don't know where we're playing. Oh, we're at Laughing Mountain Park. Okay, well, as long as I can either get the hits or get the stolen bases, then we should be fine. What do you mean? Is Yelich hurt? Did he get injured? I mean, I haven't been following. I don't follow the Brewers, so I didn't. He hasn't played in like 10 days. Sounds serious.
All one's the count. Aye. Oh, two is the count. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Pitching sucks. Well, plenty of time. Plenty of time in the season to, maybe they can make some moves and maybe they can be in it. Who knows? I mean, I feel like if anything, the NL Central is definitely a competitive division. Or a division where any team has a shot at.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trade for who exactly?
Yep, that ball went out.
As long as my opponent doesn't mercy rule me, I should.
Nope.
Pitcher?
Ball 1.
Is there anyone in particular you have in mind? I mean, you gotta look at the way I would look at it as a GM is I'm gonna look at the teams that are struggling right now, who have some pretty good pitchers, and I'd try to get them on my team.
What do you got? Ball in.
I mean, it's early on, so, kind of take that with a...
That's ball 3.
The Marlins? Yeah, but what if the Marlins are... Rockies, that might be tough, especially since they gotta play in high elevated in a high elevated stadium, so that might be a little tough.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Oh, my opponent's gonna be a patient one. I mean, Rockies pitchers don't exactly have the friendliest environment to pitch in. I mean, their stadium is essentially, it's a home run ballpark or an extra base hit ballpark. So their numbers are going to be inflated. I mean, some have been successful. I'm not saying they can't be successful, but I am saying that for some of those pitchers, their stats are going to be higher than normal because of where they play. Is there a pitcher from the White Sox you have in mind? Like, again, I don't know who the White Sox have. I mean, you missed out on Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease is gone. Unless you want to try and get him from the Padres. And I don't know if they're going to trade Dylan Cease, but maybe the Padres are a team you could look at. Since they need to unload and get some payroll freed up. So maybe the Padres? Again, it's so early on in the season, we don't know where teams are going to be come trade deadline. Garrett Crochet. Okay, fair enough. Crochet. Soroka.
No ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Excuse me. Through? Yes, sir. All right, just need one more hit, and I have Jacob DeGrom.
Is the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm not even watching the NBA playoffs, if I'm being totally honest. I see that the Knicks took a 2-1 series lead against the 76ers. So I did see that. But other than that, I really haven't been paying attention.
Hey. All 1's the count. All 1.
Ugh. I need one hit. One hit is all I need, and then I'm done with this ranked seasons grind.
Nope, that's inside.
Well, that's why you gotta train them. You gotta discipline them. Or, train them with treats. Every time they go outside and they pee and they come back in, you can give them a treat. Say, hey, do that, you get rewarded. It's raising a puppy is much like raising a child, right? You gotta train them. I mean, they can't just be peeing and pooping in their in their pants for the rest of their lives. Child, I'm talking about, not dog. Just a metaphor. So.
No, inside.
But you gotta train them. I'm sorry, this is just a phase. You know, I'm sure your puppy will grow out of it. But you also gotta train them to get them out of it. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy, Verlander. All right, just get the shirt. So I'm sure you'll figure it out, cheater. Believe me, they eventually learn, and you'll be fine.
Ball that's outside.
There we go.
Got him.
But let me tell you that I definitely miss the days when when our family puppy Ginger used to be so small. Like, I remember the first night that we brought her home. It was me, or that my father and sister brought her home. And you know, what I would do is just so she gets comfortable more. She got more comfortable around me. Is I would just get down on the floor, on the kitchen floor, and I would just get down to her level, like, just to say, hey, you know, I'm not intimidating. I'm here to be your friend and everything. I'm here to, just so she understood that I'm not trying to, just so that she understood she didn't have to be afraid of me. I don't know if that's part of puppy training, but, you know, my dog is so comfortable around me that, or the family dog is so comfortable around me. I have a picture of her sleeping on top of my bed while I was working remotely. It's a cute little picture. Very cute. Yes, he did. Come on. He so did. Strike 3, sit down. Excuse me. Well, my opponent was very smart. It run stayed out of the double play. Although, to be honest, I think with their speed, I think they would have gotten out of the double play. Especially with how slowly the double plays are turned in this game.
Ball. Counts 1-0. That's out. Ah. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I don't think my opponent is going to throw me. Oh, there we go. He threw me a strike. Or they threw me a strike.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jamie.
Candelario.
There we go. There's my base hit. Alright, so at least I know that when I exit this game, I'm going to have Jacob DeGrom.
Inside ball.
So that's good. That's good. Now I have DeGrom on my
That's
team.
ball 2. 2-0. Aye. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Aye. Count full. Aye.
Dang it. The guy's just blowing heat by me.
Aye. 0-1.
Speaking of dogs, sounds like the pups want to start eating. Even though that they should be waiting till 6 o'clock. Yeah, we typically feed them around 6.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
They always seem to think that they start begging, they get food whenever they want. Of course, we spoiled them. I'm being honest, we definitely spoiled them.
Oh.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Manchester. The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Oh yeah, I'm still using meter, even though I've said repeatedly that I would learn how to pitch on pinpoint.
He's out. Ah. 0-1. Ball upstairs.
Good timing, yet somehow I missed it. I don't understand that logic,
Out.
if I'm being honest. And if I'm also being honest, I don't think Yasmani is really working out for me.
Aye. 0-2 is the count.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Cal Riley, since he's supercharged. I mean, it's not going to be forever. It's only going to be, for the next.
Got it.
It's only going to be for the next couple days. And yes, I do intend on streaming Saturday and Sunday.
Alexander.
So I do intend on doing that. And My opponent's just carving me up like a turkey. Gobble, gobble.
For the Seagulls, the right fielder.
But I get the sense that my opponent is way better. I mean, he's being patient, or they're being patient. They already have a three-run lead over me, but it doesn't seem like they're really trying to score anymore. I mean, their first pitch swinging, I kind of get the feeling that they're trying to go for the save.
Ball one, no strike.
And I don't understand why. If you know you could beat me, why not just beat me? Like, I get the stat missions and everything, but honestly, if you're way better than me, then go for the rating. Why not? Why waste your little time on, or why waste your time on little old me? I'm sorry, that was so weird.
One ball, two strikes. Two to count. Three.
Now batting, right fielder. Jordan Carroll.
It just, in my mind, it really stinks to come one stolen base short of completing that mission. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna really.
Ball and one.
That was just my ESPN going off. See, I'm sure you heard that. Oh, what's something's going on here? Michigan men's basketball head coach Juwan Howard is going to join the Nets as an assistant head coach. That's interesting. I don't know if I would have pegged Juwan Howard as an NBA coach. But I mean, I don't know how Michigan has done, but I would think that their men's basketball program is pretty darn good. I don't know. Someone let me know.
Now batting, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
I don't know what Michigan's record in men's basketball was this year. I don't think it was terrible.
The batter, the left
But was it outstanding? I don't think so, because I don't know if they even made it to the NCAA tournament.
Got it.
leading off for the line, the third baseman, Jacob DeGrom.
1-0.
Two hits. I really would have liked more.
That's ball two. 2-1. Count is 3-2.
See, Candelario consistently gets hits for me. Candelario is the type of player that I want more of in my lineup. A guy who's going to consistently get multi-hit games. That's what I want. Oh, and by the way, I checked the
The first baseman, number 44.
I checked the price on
Count 1-0.
I checked the price on Jordan, and he dropped dramatically. Like it's really bad. It's definitely not the 90,000 that he was when I first pulled him. So maybe I should have pulled him, or maybe I should have sold him then, gotten the stubs, and I'd be able to afford Reed Garrett right now. I can still technically sell Jordan, but I'm not going to get a lot for him.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob DeGrom.
Hey! 0-1's the count. Oh, that's it.
Edwin Diaz. 5 series Edwin Diaz. I was hopeful I could send that a long way and welcome Diaz to the game properly, but not meant to be. Not meant to be. Ooh, wow. Change up right down the middle, and somehow my opponent did not take advantage. I better count my blessings on that one.
He's out.
And by the way, yes, I needed to dive that. I'm not going to show it off, but I definitely needed to dive. The dive was necessary. The dive is not necessary there.
Got him.
Nice. All right. So I got seven innings out of Tom Seaver, which, considering that he gave up 3 runs, I'm kind of surprised I was able to get that many. Excuse me.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, let's see if I can steal this base.
He's going. Hey. 0-1's the count.
Yes, sir. All right, got that mission done.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, even if I didn't think it was necessary. I was just doing it just because I thought I could get it. And thankfully, I did.
Hey. 0-2. Got it.
I didn't even realize that was 2 outs. I thought, or that was the second out. I thought there were already 2 outs.
0-1's the count. Inside, ball 1. Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
Leading off for the Seagulls, the right fielder, Jacob DeGrom.
0-1. No ball, 2 strikes. Oh.
Nice.
Now batting, center fielder, Jacob DeGrom.
0-1's the count. No ball, 2 strikes.
Well, I was hopeful for a strikeout there, but that wasn't gonna happen.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Poor Yargon. He probably gets played as DH so much. I don't even know if anyone's even given him a chance to be in the field. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy, Ray Zeal. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. 0-1's the count. Ball 1. Ball 2.
All right, GG's to my opponent. They obviously got off to a hot start and just never looked back. I didn't play my best game I didn't play my best game offensively. So, but the important thing is, I got Jacob DeGrom. Ooh, I also got Kenta Maeda. Interesting. Ooh, I got a ton of packs. Holy mackerel. Oh boy, we are going to have some packs to open up here. But of course, you know the first thing I'm doing is welcoming Jacob DeGrom to the squad. What up, Jake? Go ahead and take your spot. Take a AJ Burnett for now. We don't need him. Oh, pack 9. Okay, so Kyle Harrison. Okay, we'll do the AL Central next. Gordon's all around. Rodriguez, what is his stats? Ooh. He's got the low vision, so I think we're gonna go with Gordon. I just want to see where I ended up in the program. Yeah, I ended up at 110, so let's see. Got the saves. I mean, could have gotten more strikeouts, but I'm not all that worried about it, if I'm being honest. Could do a vault pack. We could go for the vault pack. Nah. Let's not ruin it. It's already off to a good start. Dante Bichette. Okay. I guess we can open up some packs. Why not? See what we get if we get anyone. Okay. Quick sell that. There we go. We got a diamond. Let's see. Oh, it's a pink diamond. So, Josh Naylor. Okay, well that's one less. That's one less diamond. Oh, I already had him. I see. Hold on. Let me go over here. Ooh, wow. Jose Ramirez went down. Oh, no. And I'm going to quick sell him because if he's not worth anything on the marketplace, then I don't want him. Show me the good stuff. I want them good stuffs. Oh, at least I crossed 40,000 steps again. Okay, keep going. Come on. Give me another diamond. I'd love to have another diamond. Sell that, quick sell that, quick sell that, and quick sell that. Okay, at least I got a goal, Wilson Contreras. I'll take that. It's gold for me to buy. I don't know how many packs were left. I didn't see the number. Oh, good. We could sell this. I'm at 6 left. Okay, so six to go. How much do I get if I quick sell him? 450. All right, I'm quick selling him. Excuse me. Nope. Wow. Not getting any luck. No luck at all. Other than the Josh Naylor pull, which I already had him, so it's kind of pointless. I think I'm down to my last pack. At least my last show pack. And I get nothing. Oh no, I'm not down to my... Now I'm down to my last pack. And I get nothing. Again. Yep, okay, so now do 3 bonus habit packs. Luis Robert, I'll take that. Got Tommy Edman again, so I'm gonna have to I'm going to have to sell him, as will I have to with Devers, Alvarez. All right. Here's hoping I can get one more diamond. See, that is exactly why I do not buy these headliner packs. That is exactly why, because I get nothing out of them. I'd rather just get them, or I'd rather just go after them in programs. By the way, my goal is to get this Tyler J card. I'll get it eventually, but for now, why don't we try this? Why don't we try the show classic program, where I could get a millionaire pack, Keibert Ruiz, profile banner, and 5 show packs if I could beat the classic showdown. These all repeatable? No. Are any of them repeatable? No. Excuse me. All right, let's do it. Oh shit. This one's 8. This is going to be tough, no doubt. I think if anything, I'd rather take Eloy Jimenez since he has a higher vision. Castellanos was a great card for me. Honestly, he has a higher vision, so do Castellanos. We'll do Miguel Andujar. I could do Keibert Ruiz, or I could do Dom Smith. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Do Dom. It could just be the DH. I guess we'll go with Robert for now. I'm actually kind of surprised they gave Nolan Arenado that high of a vision. But I'm going to go with Nico Herner. I'm going to leave JD Martinez alone. I am thinking Will Smith since he is playing up to a diamond. Definitely give me hero time. You're doing event grinding? Yeah, I just finished up on the ranked seasons grind for Jacob DeGrom. So now I'm just kind of moving on to the to grinding the show classics program. Let's see what we could do. Oh, this is going to be fun.
It's showdown time.
Especially since I'm in Oracle Park.
Well, in this showdown, they have 14 outs to use, and they are chasing 3 runs. This is one heck of a matchup.
Well, I do need only 3 runs, so it's not like it's asking a lot of me. 100 innings for what? The ranked... Oh, you're talking about ranked seasons for color. Okay. Well, I appreciate you letting me know. Well, let's see how far I get. Let's just see how far I get before we start even talking about Casey, Lizzie, all those guys.
Yeah. On one.
Castellanos, come on. You were one of my favorite cards in past MLB The Show games.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Show everyone why you're one of my favorite cards. I'm not saying you with 46 speed. If he had 90 speed, then maybe I would have thought about it.
Ball, that's inside.
Yeah, thank you, gamer. Yeah, overall, I think it was a great experience. I mean, I love seeing London. That was great. But I felt like it was rushed. And as for Ireland, I enjoyed Dublin and the Barney Castle and Stone. But other than that, it kind of dragged itself out when it didn't really need to. Like, we could have been done with this trip in maybe 2 days, and we could have been back home a lot sooner. But, yeah, overall it was great. I would never do Ireland again. I think I've seen and done what I need to see. But, if you're curious, I mean, why not? Ever want to go to London, why not? I certainly would recommend London. As far as Dublin's cool. I think I would recommend Dublin. Not the rest of Ireland.
Ball 1.
If I'm being perfectly honest. And that's a double play. At least Nico Herner is going to get on base. Attaboy, Nico. That's exactly why I drafted him. He had good steal. And I need a base runner. And just have power hitters all the time in my life. Nice wide open hole in the in between short and third.
Contact in.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Daniel Vogelback ends up being the savior. He did that more in real life, he might have actually been able to stay on the Mets. 32 runs? What the hell? 32? Like, what? I guess we'll do Ellie. Definitely gonna do rally time. Oh, good. Wait, what was that speed? I can't see it. Ben! How are you? I'm doing great, man. How are you? Sorry, I know you. Doing good, man? Hey, no problem. No problem. Thank you. I actually just got back from the UK today. So that was a lot of fun. Getting to go to the UK and everything. A lot of fun. Ooh, gotta take on Kenta Maeda. Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, I saw London and I got to do a lot of sightseeing.
It's showdown time. On the mound, Kenta Maeda.
And then no, I did not. I don't eat fish food. I don't eat seafood. Sorry. Really, I'm a picky eater. You're really not gonna get me to try other foods when it comes to other countries. Like I'm gonna be looking mostly for American food. I did want to go to a football game in Ireland. In fact, the top Irish soccer league, football league, whatever you want to call it. I did want to do that, but our trip got shortened by a day, so I didn't even get a chance. Yeah, so it's fine. No one else was gonna go with me if I'm being honest. In terms of Ireland, I would say stick to Dublin and if you want to do the Blarney Castle and Stone, like I recommend that too. But other than that, just stay in Dublin. Honestly, there was nothing in Ireland that was of interest to me outside of there. Oh, I didn't even know. I did not know that. Okay, I'm making this way too easy. Maeda. I mean, it makes sense. Conor McGregor is Irish, so it would make sense that he would go to Ireland, visit. I'm sure he's still he has some kind of a residency there.
Let's do this.
0-1's the count.
You know, does he stay there all that long? Probably not. But no, I really haven't. I really haven't gotten a chance. I mean, I thought it was kind of interesting how Edmonton and the Kings matched up. I know there's a bit of a rivalry there. There's also, I know there's a rivalry between the Bruins and the Maple Leafs. And they're matched up in the playoffs, so I think that just adds to the intensity. Now, don't get me wrong. NHL playoffs, they go to balls to the wall when it comes to energy and excitement and all that. Like, I've seen the playoff atmosphere for the NHL. It is insane. I've seen it, so I know what it's described as, but in terms of experiencing it myself, I just haven't had that opportunity. Oh, finally, I can get rid of Vogelback and just put Freeman there. It really depends. Like, I'll just put it that way. It really depends. Because I know there was a lot of excitement for the Mets when they had their playoff game. I just got into MLB, but I was watching the Twins game last year and they were wild. It makes sense. Like, the Mets, when they made the playoffs in 2022, the atmosphere was cool. The only problem is they went down early in game 1 against the San Diego Padres, and, well, it really took the air out of the stadium. You could just feel that nobody was energetic. So maybe that was when Tatis hit a home run. But maybe that was when he was suspended by the MLB for failing the drug test. Yeah, it may have been Machado. I don't remember much of that game other than, what I just described, which was the Padres definitely took the atmosphere out of the Mets, or out of the stadium. It might have been before Soto got there. I think Soto was still on the Nationals at the time. Believe me, I think if they had Soto, I think they would have gone to the World Series. I think they got him in 2023. Or leading up to the 2023 season, I think is when when Soto officially became part of the Padres. I have to double check, but I think that's how it happened. No! Gosh darn it. Double plays, man. They're killers. They're absolute killers.
The left fielder, Dominic Smith.
I think, now that I think about it, the Machado home run sounds a bit more familiar. Let's see. 2022 NL wildcard game, Mets, Padres. Whoops. Game 1, Mets, Padres. Scherzer pitched that night, so yeah, it wasn't good. The Mets only scored homered. Trent Grisham homered. Jackson Jurickson Profar homered, and Machado did homer. So yeah, Machado. It was Machado that got the home run. Oh, and actually, you were right. Or actually, they did have Soto at that time. But the reason I didn't remember him on that team then was because he went 0 for 4. So he didn't do anything for the Padres in that game. So that's my fault for being wrong. They did have Juan Soto.
Now batting,
I mean, I could do a better job of just not swinging at every goddamn pitch that comes my way.
No ball, 2 strikes.
You know, I'm just saying I could be a little more selective.
Ball.
Like
ball,
there.
2 strikes.
That ain't good. I'm down to 8 outs. So sometimes desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Inside, ball 1.
Oh my god. I do not want to lose on this showdown. Really don't. No, don't go.
Ball 1, no strikes.
It's not like I could steal, so just gotta hope that I don't hit a ground ball, hit a double play. Let's go. Now I need only a either a fly out to deep left, I want to say, because I really don't want to test Acuna's arm. Or I could just hit a home run with Dom Smith like I did right there. That works too. I'll take it. Definitely want Yordan. He plays center? No, he can only play right. Castellanos can play center. No, he can only play left. Okay, you know what? Yeah, and that way, if I need Robert, he's there. Jorge Lopez, runner on third, take the lead before recording 12 outs. All right. I'm going to see how far I could get into this showdown.
For this showdown, they have 12 outs at their disposal, and they are chasing 3 runs. Should be a great matchup.
Lopez is closing pitcher. Okay, so this is good. Jorge Lopez being a closing pitcher means that I just have to wear him down stamina-wise. And I know he can't go... He's probably not going to go more than 30 pitches.
2-2.
So it's just a matter of staying patient and letting Lopez tire himself out. That's the goal. Or I could also do that. Just get a good pitch, put it on the ground, put it in the hole, or at least get one run across. I was going to say tie it up, but... I can keep fighting. I can keep fouling off pitches.
Ball, that's outside.
Or I could do that. Just hit a double play because I'm a freaking idiot. Okay. Got time. We have time. Just gotta get base runners. See? Like that. I would absolutely prefer it if it were an extra base hit, because that would eliminate the double play possibility, but I do what I gotta do. As long as I don't hit into a double play. Wearing him down stem.
Zero balls, one strike. One, two.
Oh, he hit that one. I think off the wall at the very least. And I can send that runner home because I know that even if Dom Smith didn't score, I knew I would have another runner after him. All right, so now I'm at 10. Still got plenty to go. Could you hold on 1 second? I'm sorry. Okay, I think the move here is Mookie. Now, I could go Bobby Witt and get the speed, but I think the move is Mookie. You can have leadoff magic just in case, or just when I get to the point where I get to the point where I don't have runners on. Like, this is not a good situation right here to have that perk, because leadoff magic isn't going to do me any good. All right, so we're going to have Mookie there. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so who's next? Lodolo? By the way, this stream is definitely going to run long. So, or it's going to run over, but that's okay because there is no hard out. I am still technically on vacation. Well, no, not technically. I am on vacation. So there's really no rush for me. I could just end this whenever I think it's appropriate. But only because I'm on vacation. Otherwise, I'd be wrapping this up and be like, okay, we're going to continue this stuff. In fact, I probably wouldn't have even started this showdown. I would have just... Not this showdown, but I mean, like, this particular moment, I probably wouldn't have started. Why did they throw this flashback Lodolo card in here?
0-2.
I never quite understood that.
No, that missed. That's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2.
And Castellanos is going to end this showdown with a nice home run. Didn't even have to get to Jordan. Just ended it right there. I think I at least made up for the yeah, I think I at least made up for for what I paid to enter this showdown. I'll be honest, I'm not too high on this Cody Bellinger card. Like, I'd rather have the Gleyber Torres card, if I'm being totally honest. I really wish they would put back in the takeoff or ready for takeoff perk back in Showdown, because I know they have it. I absolutely know they have. They have it in the game. I'll leave it as is. Alright, next up, Missy. Okay, so this is a situation where now leadoff magic would be beneficial because Missy, it doesn't look like we have any runners on base. In fact, I'm right. No runners on base. So now having leadoff magic is important.
On the mound, Casey Mine. For this showdown, they are allowed 20 outs, and they're chasing 5 runs. The showdown.
Just gotta be smart. Right? We're not gonna win this showdown on one single at bat.
Inside ball.
At the current moment, not right now. How about tomorrow? Because I'm definitely gonna post them on like Facebook and Instagram and everything. So I'll post them there, and I'll definitely show tomorrow. There we go. Attaboy, and Duhar. So I will definitely show them, but just probably not today. No, because X I can only do like 4 at a time, and I have like thousands. I have a lot of pictures, so I can't really post them on X because it wouldn't fit. Excuse me. That was good timing. So I can share my Instagram if you want to. Well, I saw Buckingham Palace. This is all London. This is in London, by the way. I'm starting in London, and then I'm going to make my way into Ireland. So it started out with seeing Buckingham Palace, then St. James Park, the British Parliament, New Scotland Yard, the London Eye, and this is actually something worth knowing when you go to London. The Big Ben is not the clock tower. The clock tower is the Queen Victoria II Diamond Jubilee clock tower. The Big Ben itself is the bell that's inside the clock tower. So, just so everyone knows that. I know I already said it before in the stream, but I'll say it again because it is worth repeating. So, Big Ben is the big bell that's in the tower, in the Queen Victoria II Diamond Jubilee clock tower. We also saw a Churchill statue, the Westminster Abbey, so the church, the Supreme Court of the UK, the Tower of London, and the significance of that is that was the royal palace before Buckingham Palace, so that's where the British royals would reside while, I don't know if it was while Buckingham Palace was built, but it was where they originally resided. So the Tower of London, as well as the bridge that's nearby. And we also saw the Warner Brothers studios where they filmed the Harry Potter's films. And Dua walks it out. Attaboy and Dua. You know, I kind of liked it last year where they just ended it as soon as you hit the walk-off. Like, it didn't, it wasn't like you had to go through that whole scene of them getting excited because they hit the walk-off. Give me Keibert Ruiz. So, sorry, Will Smith. What a strange world we live in where Freddie Freeman is actually hitting lower than Keibert Ruiz. Very strange world. Let's see. Dustin May. Okay, so this is an example of where now the leadoff magic is not going to be effective because we have runners on the corners. Anyway, sorry. Let me pick up where I left off. So after the Warner Brothers studios, we only stayed in London for one more night, and then we flew to Ireland. In Ireland, what did we do day one? I think we went and saw the Blarney Stone and Castle. Or no, I'm sorry. Day one was us just getting into Ireland and then driving up into Limerick. And then from there, the next day we went and saw the Blarney Castle and Stone. And then we also saw, nope, I'm sorry, I spent it all. I would have, if you had asked me before I left for in fact, I did show the money that I was taking to the UK. So my last stream, you could look it up on YouTube. That's where I showed off the money. I mostly just got t-shirts. Like, I got one from the Harry Potter Studios tour. I got one from the Blarney Castle. And then I also went on the Guinness tour. The tour of the Guinness Brewery that's in Dublin. Those t-shirts are outside at the moment. Or they're just outside my room, so I would have to pause the game and go get them. And I'll show them off. In fact, give me 1 second. Hey. So 1 second while I do this real quick. This was from the Harry Potter Studios tour. As you can see, I went with Hufflepuff. I am a Hufflepuff. There's no doubt about it. So Hufflepuff is my house. And then this was from the Blarney Castle. As you can see, it says Ireland underneath it. So there's that. And then finally, this is from the Guinness tour. But let me just state that this shirt does not reflect what college football team I root for. It was merely just the fact that it was for college football just made me want to buy it. So Notre Dame, Guinness makes sense. But I am not a fan of the Fighting Irish. I'm actually more of a Penn State football fan. I just, again, because it was college football, that was really the only thing that drew me, or that I wanted, that I was excited to buy in the whole store, in the Guinness store. Like, nothing else spoke to me, or nothing else was like, oh, buy me. Like, I didn't care for the rest of the stuff. That was the only one that really stood out to me. So, it's just personal preference. Doesn't mean I'm a fan of Notre Dame. Just means that I'm a college football fan for, like, I want to say an hour or two. But other than that, I didn't really sleep. Which was a shame because I was so exhausted when I got to London that by the time that I did actually go to sleep, I was starting to lose my marbles. Like, my mind was exhausted and needed to sleep. I ended up sleeping 12 hours the first night in London. Oh no. God damn it, Gleyber Torres. You're so lucky it's early on, and you're so lucky that we have... Yes, it will. Both going to and coming back. So... And it was a 7.5 hour flight we're talking about. So, thankfully, I was able to watch the airline that I was on provided movies that you could watch, to pass the time. So, I didn't watch any... Did I watch any movies? No, I didn't watch any movies on my way there. But I did watch 3 movies going from Ireland to New York or to Newark. Because we didn't fly into... So, going there or going to London, I flew on British Airways, but flying from Ireland to Newark was United. Freddie. Attaboy, Freddie. Yes, sir. Ready, Freddie. Hope I'm not going to regret that. I won't regret it. We're tied. Attaboy, Freddie. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, they provided meals. That's a given. They're going to provide you with meals. which is nice because,
Ball.
you know, going 7 hours is a lot of time, and you're bound to get hungry. And it's not like the plane can just stop and be like, "Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?" Yeah, next JG Gen 24 wants a Big Mac. You know? So, oh God. I left, well, hold on. Let me be clear, I did not fly out of New York City. I flew out of Newark. The difference is that there are two airports in New York City. There's LaGuardia and there's JFK. Okay, those are the two that are in New York City. The airport that I flew out of was Newark, New Jersey, which is the third airplane within the within or around the New York City vicinity, but not in New York City itself. Newark is in New Jersey, so I just want that to be clear. I did not fly into New York City. I flew into Newark. I just want that to be clear. Just so no one gets confused and it's like, oh, is Newark in New Jersey? And it's like, no, it's not. Give me Taylor Trammell. There's really nobody I can replace that I want to, at the very least. I mean, if we're going to replace somebody, let's replace Ellie De La Cruz. So, anyway, I left Newark at 5:20 p.m., I want to say. Yeah, like 5:30 p.m., I would say I left Newark. And again, you have to remember that as you spring forward, you're actually moving ahead in terms of time. So by the time that I got there, it was probably 6:30 in the morning there, which if you do the math, that doesn't, a 7.5 hour flight doesn't add up to 6:30. But again, because I'm jumping ahead in time zones, that means the times are changing. They're moving forward. So, whoops, I meant to go to perks. Yeah. So, but the funny thing is, I spent way longer in baggage claim than I should have. And all because my brother-in-law and my sister did not tell me that once they got through through customs at the Heathrow Airport in London, they just decided to head right into the airport. Like, I was still at baggage claim. They didn't do baggage claim. They just brought their baggage as carry-ons for their flights. That saved them money, yes, but they didn't tell me that. So I was literally waiting for 3 hours trying to figure out where we didn't have any. We did carry-on baggage. And I was like, you could have mentioned that before I got on the flight. So I definitely recommend that if you're going overseas, if you're traveling, like, do bring a book or something to keep you preoccupied, because I could tell you you're going to be bored on a 7.5 hour flight. At least flying out of Newark, it's probably way longer out of other parts of the country. I don't know how much, longer, but I can tell you at least from Newark to London, that's a 7.5-hour flight.
0-2 is the count.
Dang. Now I've seen this Cabrera card well before. So there we go, and I just saw it well again. Thank you, Jordan. Right, but I mean like bored as in you literally have to sit there for 7.5 hours. You know, I mean you could get on a flight like I did that had movies, TV shows. You could do that. Sure. You know, books. I found a book was a great way to pass the time. You know, I was reading a biography about a NASCAR racer. I didn't grow up watching him, but I knew of him, so I read that biography book. First class, you mean? I was not in first class. Believe me, I would love to live like that, but that would have cost me thousands of dollars, and I was not looking to splurge like that. All I did was fly economy. But I think I got ripped off in economy. Well, not that particular flight, but the flight from Dublin to Newark, I feel like I kind of got ripped off. Because I got charged over $1,100 for that flight, and there's no way it should have been that much. Not for a return flight, and not on a Friday.
Ball one, no price.
So, first class is very expensive. I'm just warning you that right now. So, you know, it may seem nice, but usually nice comes with a price. And it just depends on whether or not you're willing to pay that price. Me, not so much. But I guess it just depends on what your financial situation is.
Ball one. I got one ball, one strike.
Oh, Furby! Okay. You know what? It's alright, because we only need 2 runs, and we have 14 outs to do. So, while, yeah, that wasn't the ideal situation, it's not the worst thing in the world. Especially since Miguel Andujar is going to go deep to tie it up. And he's going to make sure of it by going into the second deck. Holy sh... Man, I mean, if that Miguel Andujar could hit like that for me in the game, as he's doing in this showdown right now, I know the thing may be a little overpowered since I have the perks and everything, but if he can hit like that, god damn. Well, that was probably cheaper since it was... You weren't really leaving the U.S. You were... All you did was just go from one state to another and then back. So, I mean, first class is still very expensive. But I think going overseas, they charge a lot more than if you were just flying across the U.S. But I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to I don't want to misconstrue anything. But I'm telling you, economy itself, just flying back from Dublin to Newark was over $1,100. All right, and there we go. We got Keibert Ruiz, we got the Millionaire Pack, we got the profile that I don't really care for, and then we got 5 show packs. So that's the end of the showdown. I think to end off this stream, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick pack opening. So we'll start with the Millionaire. Try again. All right, so now we'll do the show packs. Maybe I could get a diamond to... I did, and all I got out of it was show packs. I've yet to open up a show pack where I get a chase. Nope. And I think that might be my last pack. It is. All right, well, enjoy Los Angeles. I would just be careful because it seems like there's a lot of crime there. But enjoy LA. Should be fun. And a Dodger game. Oh, that should be even more fun. But that's going to do it for me, guys. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTV NextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's in the upper left there, so go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. We got what I wanted to accomplish for the past couple weeks, which was get Jacob DeGrom. So we have that done, and I think we're going to continue on with the progress in the Classics program since we're already 40 packs or 40 program stars in. We might as well finish it up. So I think we're definitely going to run with Ruiz and Maeda, and we're going to focus on the single missions. I'll try this, but no promises. No promises, because I don't want to cry on stream. But you'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out how this goes, if we complete this program, and then where we go from there, if we do complete it. So I hope you'll tune in tomorrow, Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.